Very colourful character, and I'm sure that was no more of a mystery to Billy himself, because he loved the publicity and the attention and name checks in movies and such. So the fact that there hasn't been a movie about him, and also the fact that there is very limited, if any at all, footage on him. You know, I mean, there's interviews with Jack in later life and things like that, and I've met Battles Rossi and chatted with him, and but yeah, there's not a lot on Billy, but he's very well decorated in the world. Yeah, I've done a couple of biopics. I did a film called Stoned about Brian Jones, and that was very much. I felt very, not under pressure is the wrong phrase, but I felt very much like I had to nail every idiosyncrasism of him, and every facet of him, because he was so massive, and there's a big following still for Brian Jones. But with Billy, as I say, there's a few stills, a few pictures of him out there, but very limited on him and himself. So that allowed a bit more freedom to play Billy. But I guess the biggest appeal to playing Billy was, how the hell has this story never been done? So let's do it. I really felt, yeah, I mean, you're very right. There's very much the rise and fall of Jack, and I guess coming from the fall and the rise of Billy. To be honest, there was lots of things that appealed to me. The period appealed to me. Obviously, the script and the story appealed to me. And the two central characters. I just felt that whoever was handed the reins for both Jack Spot and Billy Hill were going to have a wonderful time, because such a journey, such an arc for both the characters, that, I mean, you hear this phrase now and again, but it's kind of one of those actors' dreams jobs, I think Billy and Jack. I think Jack, both of them were guilty of very much trying to mirror the Chicago mobsters, both in dress, attitude, and the manner in which they did things. Jack would like to hold court in the Cumberland Hotel and have a queue of people coming up to effectively kiss the Don's palm, which I'm sure he very much enjoyed and played up to. And then Billy kind of, through getting in with Jack, he kind of picked up that mantle, in as much as the aesthetics and the, dare I say it, movie quality to being a gangster. But what Billy did that Jack didn't do, I feel, was I felt like Billy was then the benchmark for the craze. He took it on that bit further. He made sure he got name checked in movies. He made sure he hung out with the film stars of the time. I dare say he got into political circles. I dare say he had, at the end, barristers, and I dare say a couple of judges he may have sat down with. So I think he really kind of paved the way for the craze, as I say, but also took the essence of Jack up the ante a bit and did it very well. He came and did a bit on a film I did called The Big I Am many years ago. So we met then, remained friends. He's a good guy, and working with him, he's a pleasure. He's very, for all of his Terry Turbo hard man image and all the rest of it, and he's a man's man, obviously, he's very eager to learn. Very eager to learn and absorb, and very happy to take direction from Simon, and he's in good hands with Simon, and so yeah, it's a pleasure working with Terry, and as you can imagine, not short of a bit of banter. Simon, I was aware of Simon as a director. I know there was a lot of noise on his first film. I know that he's subsequently shoots a lot out in LA, in Hollywood. And I know he's very big on the, for want of a better phrase, the horror genre scene. So I think credit to both himself and Terry. Whoever had the vision to translate the drama that he does so well in his films, the intense drama and the violence of his horror films, whoever had the vision to translate that to British crime films, and more than that, a British period crime film, deserves a pat on the back. And I'd say it's a very good match, very good match. And I must say as well, Milton, DP, I worked with on Daylight Robbery, another film. He's great, and Milton and Simon make a great team. And Lou, who's lighting as well, superb. So I think, and I'm not going to be the one to tell you, but whatever the budget is, I would imagine that it has been quadrupled, nay, times 10 by the work that Simon and Milton are doing. Yeah, we're very good in this country at crime, criminal drama, and especially London-based and Cockney-based. I'm not going to be the one to say there's too many Essex films or whatever else. I'll let someone else do that. What sets this one apart is it's two characters that have never been seen, never had their story told, and it's a travesty that hasn't happened. And what also sets it apart is the fact that it's period, and guess what? It's a period crime film that hasn't, I was going to say it hasn't got a couple of twins in, it actually has briefly, but it isn't about a couple of twins from Bethnal Green. So to see a period film that isn't a story that we've seen from told a few different ways is what will set it apart, and also the look of it will be different, I believe. Much as I was saying before about Simon and Milton, I believe, you know, we've got a different take on a well-thumbed book, but then we've got a different take on a different take on a well-thumbed book, if that makes sense to anybody out there.